Wagwan, wagwan, wagwan. It's your humble host. Hey, yo. Whenever we had a discussion, whenever things got serious, and we need to talk about it amongst us men, our coach would open up the doors for us to go into the locker room and have locker room discussions. Shout out to my man, Average Man Unplugged. Go to that King's channel, show him some love. He's doing amazing things. I'm proud of him. Strong King, doing amazing things. He has some things to say. Your boy Big Truck has some things to say. Then the spirit of the universe is going to take us home. So without further ado, grab your shoulder pads and your helmet, and let's get this work.
Well, he's here. You get to see what they've been whispering about in corners. Come on!
Damn, bro. I tell you, bro. And this is a woman that does OnlyFans. You would think as good looking as she is, I'm thinking, man, you do OnlyFans. You this thirsty?
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct.
The bitch is broke. She's broke. She's thirsty. She's suffering. She's money hungry. Would do anything under the sun. You found out this man signed a new deal. Before that, he closed the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. Nigga, close them damn doors. He closed the doors on you. And you didn't like that. So you needed to get back. So you fabricated all this bullshit. That punk ass attorney you got from Long Beach to LA to Vegas, I already know who he is. I'm very aware of him because I do bodyguard work for a few celebrities. So I know. Run till that.
Or
You're broke! You're fucking poor!
anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Now I gotta show you guys this first because homie came with the receipts. As you can see, it says, I want you to put one of her text messages from October 7th, 2023. Damn, and this was almost 2 years ago? And mind you, the word is that he just signed a contract. And then
Peep game. Look into things instead of looking at things. I'm going to need you to look into it. Sit back. Open up your mind. Don't just take the narrative and take what you want and run a mile with it. Pay attention to what's being shown to you. Let's continue the feast.
and then a day after that, this happened. So it kind of got me thinking, man. I'm wondering if maybe he stopped messing with her and she got in her feelings. But look at this text message. It says, I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're effing me. Oh my, bruh. Wow. Then it says here, I know you missed this big juicy ass, $25K for each cheek. What the hell?
25 for each cheek. You already know this shit is transactional.
The fuck?
She letting you know how she moved. You can't tell me when they met at the gym, she didn't know who he was. She know good and well who he was. The shit has always been transactional.
You got a point.
Your whole story don't make sense. Because if he was this horrible person, as you allegedly say, why wasn't a police called? Why wasn't a report done? How come you never filed a restraining order? What's up? What you hiding? What you got brewing? What the fuck is wrong with you, narcissist?
By Gabriella Zuniga and orchestrated by her attorney, Tony Busby, is a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Shannon Sharpe for millions of dollars. It is filed with lies, distortions, and misrepresentations that will not succeed. In her effort to extract a large financial settlement, Ms. Zuniga represented Mr. Sharpe with a secretly recorded video of a consensual sexual encounter. We believe the video has been heavily edited and taken entirely out of context, crafted to falsely portray a consensual act as a non-consensual Mrs. Zuniga has refused to provide a copy of the full unedited version of the recording to Mr. Sharpe's legal team. Of course she did. But he has proof of the text saying that you wanted him to do all this crazy shit.
Of course she has copies of the original video because she knows she wrong. She's not gonna give that part up. But the video that has been altered, yeah, she'll give that up. Game recognized game.
So, like, what the hell? To set the record straight, we are releasing several of Mrs. Zuniga's own explicit text messages to Mr. Sharpe that clearly indicate the nature of their relationship was consensual and sexual in nature, and in many cases initiated by her with specific and graphic requests, as I just read earlier. Contrary to the allegations she makes in her lawsuit, consensual sex continued until January 2nd, 2025. Oh, damn. So you've been okay. So you've been busting her down for a little minute, bro. The day after she asked for $25,000, sorry, it's kind of blocked by his tag. Says from
the moment she asked for $25,000 for each cheat, the moment that she went up on her price and he said no, now it's a problem. Now we get it. Okay. And you about to sign a new deal? And what you did was you closed the doors on me? You closed the doors. Close them. Close the doors.
Her text message to Mrs. Sharpe. There are other examples of text. For example, damn, we got more examples? Only if you put that baby gravy in me, then I can do whatever I want to me. What? Text from Gabrielle to Shannon, November 23rd.
What does that tell you? Long as you get me pregnant, I'll keep getting that check. Come on now. See, this is what, and I love it when individuals are logic. I love it when individuals look into things and read into things instead of looking at things and taking what someone else says for face value and say, no, if something don't seem right, let me look into this. Let me research this and find out what's really going on.
2023, I want to put my tongue in your asshole and then marry you. Oh my God. Ooh. Wow, she is nasty.
Nasty bitch.
Text. Let's see. This one is from January 12th, 2024. That's my daddy. F, I want you to put a big black baby in me.
You don't find that suspicious?
August 6, 2024, you better crave it because you're going to be stuck with it for life after you put a big black baby in me.
You're fucking crazy!
These messages, oh, I'm sorry, you guys. Damn. My bad, you guys.
Hey, the receipts is real. The receipts is real. This 304 tow is trying to get paid. What more proof do you need? I cannot be making this shit up. Men, when it comes to dealing with the 304 tow, you have to know when to say no. Men, you have to know when to pick up your shoulder pads and your helmet and walk on.
You are important. You are the man.
Says these messages are just a sampling of a broader pattern of graphic sexual communications initiated by Gabrielle. The evidence paints a clear picture that this was a consensual adult relationship that included role-playing, sexual language, and fantasy scenarios explicitly requested by Gabriella. Secretly taped and showed to Mr. Sharpe during her blackmail attempt tries to falsely portray as a result of this editing and out of context from prior text messages that the sexual activity was not consensual. But Mr. Sharpe now believes her secret taping was all part of her plan set up as part of her blackmail scheme as distorted by her edited tape, a copy of which she refused to make available to Mr. Sharpe or his counsel. And my thing is that from what I can tell, you didn't even have consent. So regardless, my thing, I'm like, if he didn't give consent to record, that bitch shouldn't be able to use that anyway.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct.
True. More than likely, it's not going to be used. because he was not giving consent to that. But seeing how their relationship was, it was a consensual relationship. He'd give her money, clap cheeks. She going her way, he going his way. What happened? Your OnlyFans ain't making you no money? Why all of a sudden? Two things. He don't want to deal with you. Okay? Number two, you find out he getting a new deal. Now all of a sudden, you want a lawsuit. You filing a lawsuit. If he was such a bad person, how come you didn't file a lawsuit then? Say less.
But whatever. Mr. Sharpe categorically denies all allegations of coercion and misconduct, especially the gross lie of grape, and will not submit to what he sees as egregious attempt at blackmail. He stands firmly by the truth and is prepared to fight these false claims vigorously in court. Yeah, something tells me she ain't gonna get over on this one. All these text messages are very, very telling, bro. And he has multiple examples. He came with the receipts. Yeah, good luck with that, lady.
And here we go.
Shannon Sharpe, my colleague at ESPN and my friend. The Hall of Fame tight end was sued on Sunday by a woman proceeding under the name Jane Doe pseudonym. The 13-page civil complaint filed in Nevada alleges that Sharpe committed assault, sexual assault, battery, and sexual battery. The plaintiff alleges Sharpe sexually assaulted her several times at the end of 2024 and the beginning of 2025. The suit also alleges that Shannon engaged in the intentional infliction of emotional distress. It should be noted that the suit was filed by attorney Tony Busby. This is the same attorney that filed a suit against Jay-Z and P. Diddy, alleging they both sexually assaulted a minor, which has since been withdrawn.
I love watching body language. I love watching facial micros. Even Stephen A. knows. He knows.
Doe's attorney, Tony Busby, sent TMZ Sports a 1 minute and 36-second clip of an alleged conversation between his client and Shannon. In response to that clip, Shannon Sharpe went back to social media and issued this.
And here we go.
Family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down.
You've made a safe place for the truth to be told.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Trying to extort money from this man. I'm glad that he came with it and came with a response to counter the attack, to assassinate his character.
Shannon Sharpe is somebody that I brought to ESPN. Works on First Take, which airs on ESPN every weekday morning from 10 a.m. to 12 noon Eastern Standard Time.
No worries, Stephen A. Don't feel like you made a mistake by bringing Shannon Sharpe to ESPN. No, you didn't. You did a very good thing, a great thing, by bringing Shannon Sharpe to ESPN. And Shannon Sharpe is a great fit for ESPN. And for what you're doing, you're a great fit. It's just that you have some greedy people out there. You have some selfish, evil people out there that are broke and thirsty and would do anything to get money and assassinate one's character. Now, what Shannon does off camera when he's off the clock of ESPN, that's his own business. It's clear she's lying. But in her mind, this is what took place. I want that 50 million. I'm my OnlyFans. Ain't doing so well. He didn't give me what I need. So I'm going to make up lies so I can get what I want. Not knowing Shannon got receipts. Shannon got a legal team that is vicious, that is lethal. And you're going to pay.
Every Monday and Tuesday. We've been number one for 13 years and counting. But since Shannon has arrived, obviously he's helped the show immensely. And I can't thank him enough for it. We've grown close as friends. I'd like to believe that. I certainly root for him. I know he's been through a lot in life. He's overcome a lot of things.
My nigga.
So I sit here before you today letting you know that they are aware that this is a subject that I was going to broach because I owe them that courtesy. With that being said, it's important to point out a couple of things. Number one, I was not there. I can provide no eyewitness account. And even though I got love and respect for Shannon Sharpe, and I'm sincerely hopeful and prayerful that he is completely innocent of the allegations that have been levied against him, I can't sit here and speak to his innocence or guilt from a knowledgeable place because I have nothing to do with this. I haven't seen anything. I don't know anything. I don't even know this person. I know what the reports say. I know the report.
And why would anybody expect Stephen A. Smith to know anything about this situation? This ain't like Fox where you got allegedly somebody like Joy Taylor sleeping her way to the top. This is completely.
Yeah, that part.
We're smart about that, but
I like how Shannon Sharpe is handling the situation. I also like how Stephen A. Smith is handling the situation. I like what Stephen A. Smith had to say. He spoke from a place and he's supporting them. Shannon Sharpe's job is not in jeopardy. I'm quite sure ESPN knows and ESPN is aware of these types of allegations. You know, so at the end of the day, the judge is going to make his or her ruling. At the end of the day, the truth is going to come out. At the end of the day, we can already tell this is going to go away real quick.
Women out here must be really falling on hard times to be trying to go to these drastic measures just to try to secure a bag.
I'm about to go in because I am so tired of women sitting here doing these lawsuits on men with these false allegations. Because why is it that Shannon Sharpe signed that contract and then the next day he gets a lawsuit for $50 million?
Thank you, sweetheart. Hold on. I don't like that picture. Hold on.
To a freak.
There you go. That's more better. But yeah, sweetheart, it's true. You're right. If that was the case, he was this bad person. Oh my gosh. How come you didn't do it then? How come you didn't file it then? How come you didn't make the 911 call then? Asshole. I'm going to let this sister cook. Show pretty self. Look at you, girl. You must got Indian in you because of your nose.
A freak. Y'all see what he posted? And I think what pisses me off more is that these men are not bothering us so. He may have curbed you or whatever the case is. You may have not liked how he did you. But to try to sue this man and lie on a person's name, like, I'm sorry, it should go as far as falsifying a police report.
Well, wait a minute. It's something you said. You may not like how he curved you. However, you have a large number of women that be sitting up there curving men. That don't get talked about. I just want to throw that out there. Let's continue to feast.
Like, you should go to jail. Like, I don't care. Like, you women need to be fucking accountable for the shit that you be doing. And sitting here lying on a man, it just reminds me how white women used to sit here and lie on these African-American men back in the day. And does that not scream Emmett Till? Like, do you all not see how this can really fuck with somebody? Do you know people actually unalive themselves because of all the stuff that they are going through? And then you're doing it to somebody who's in the media?
I wouldn't say, oh shoot, I'm gonna let it play again because it looked like you're praying or you're sleeping.
All together?
There we go. I wouldn't say unalive. I would say it will make a person snap. Because now you mess with that person's livelihood. You mess with that person's job.
It's like you guys are sitting here trying to get these athletes, get these fucking artists, and whoever the case who has a little bit of bread for your come up. And you're gonna lie to get your come up. Y'all women will sit out here and yell out these crazy allegations about sexual assault and rape and people like, you know, domestic violence, whatever the case is. That's not okay, because there's women who actually went through that and who aren't sitting here saying anything. But here you are sitting here lying to where it's almost like the boy who cried wolf, to where these accusations aren't being taken seriously for the women who are actually going through it.
Think about that movie, Thin Lines Between Love and Hate. Y'all remember that? Where Lynn Winfield's character, when she bruised herself and then went to the hospital and said he did it, and they came and they took him to jail over a false allegation. You got some women that are doing that. And this is why I say, men, you have to continue to move strategically. That's why I'm saying when you have these locker room conversations, these are those types of conversations, men, that we got to continue to have. Men got needs, women's got needs. I get that. But you got to use wisdom. You got to use discernment. You got to know who's cool to talk to, who's cool not to talk to.
Get your fucking life, bitch. And I'm sorry, like, y'all really need to hear it. Like, to do this to a man, to do this to anybody for a come up, I'm telling you, y'all should go to jail and should be buried under the jail. I'm sorry. That's where you all belong. The fuck is wrong with y'all?
And that young lady brought up a valid point, because it's really not a good look to sit over here and make these kind of false claims when you think about the real victims, you know, the people that are not trying to get a cash grab. They're just trying to get a bad man behind bars for doing some shit that he should not be doing.
Yeah, you have real women that go through these type of events, and you have some men that go through these types of events that are not looking for a come up. They are really survivors of these situations. You have some women that go through it. You have some men that go through it. How low down dirty do you have to be? How you have to stoop so low that you have to discredit assassinate a man's character and put charges on a man when he didn't do shit to you for a fucking come up. Go sit y'all asses down and go lay a damn egg.
Yeah. That right there should let you know that this ain't a good look, because the ones that are real victims, I don't hear them over here trying to get these crazy cash grabs, excuse me. So that right there is a telltale in itself.
So this is the woman that is suing Shannon Sharpe for $50 million after accusing him of SA for every time they linked up. Come to find out, she's a content creator. If you know, you know. Like Shannon, how did you not see the extortion? Like 100%, how did you not see this, bro? You actually believe that a OF shawty was messing with you just off the strength of her being cool with you? Then what's surprised when she asked you for $25K? Now, don't get it twisted. Her falsely accusing you is still wrong. We on her case about that. But come on, bro. We got to call you out. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Now, on her page, she says she's 22. But the blog pages are saying that she 19. But I don't understand. So, like, is the blog pages lying or she lying on her page? Hey, it is what it is. Regardless, what do you guys think about this situation? Shannon, bro, it get to a point. But we all know it's a cash grab, but come on, bro. Like,
nah, we're not doing it. You bitches is not doing it. Y'all not about to get y'all think pieces about Shannon Sharpe, and y'all just was applauding Auntie Tracy when she got on that bitch talking about she want a younger nigga and all that, and y'all was, well, these YNs be having me like a pretzel girl, and nah, shut the fuck up. That nigga can go deal with any woman he want to deal with. Now, an age limit to some people, that don't seem unreasonable. Some niggas don't care as long as a bitch is 18. That's how some niggas is, bro. Like, you bitches didn't have no problem when y'all was 18 fucking with the 50-year-old nigga that was fucking you every once in a while, but he was paying for everything for you and your friends. You didn't give a fuck, but now that you damn near 40, now you give a fuck about the 18, the 19, the 21-year-olds. No, you're on the other side of life. Sorry, sweetheart. It don't work that way. But y'all not about to get on this bitch and try to give up think pieces about Shannon Sharpe.
Not only that, but you're not going to fix to sit up here and throw shade on that man. Because in retrospect, y'all do the same damn thing too. Run till that. Until we all meet again, it's your boy Big Truck. I'm gone. One.